everyone, welcome back. It is Friday Favorites and Flops. I hope you guys all had a great week. So I've got a few favorites this week. I haven't been wearing a ton of makeup every single day. It's still been one of those weeks where I'm kind of like easing back into everything. I know that there are a lot of YouTubers out there who don't have kids, so they're able to like film all through the holidays. I'm different. I have 3 kids and we just finally got back to our regular scheduling. So now I have a little bit more time to start filming again. So expect more videos. I promise they are coming. Thank you guys so much for all the really nice comments that you guys have been leaving on my videos recently. I do appreciate that. But I have a few favorites for you guys. The first thing is kind of a crazy one. Okay, if you guys have been following me for a while, or if you know me in real life, you kind of know I'm obsessed with like murder mysteries. Not really murder mysteries, but like Dateline. Okay, and there was a story a long time ago I remember about this guy. I'm not gonna like spoil it, but there was like a Dateline, a huge Dateline on this guy who was wrongly convicted. I know every single Tom, Dick, and Hoo-Ha Harry right now is talking about the new Netflix show Making a Murderer, but this was a Dateline that really interested me, a story about a guy who was wrongly convicted, and it just kind of shows you how corrupt the system is at times with false testimonies and that kind of thing. And so it is a Netflix documentary story. It's called Making a Murderer. So it has 10 episodes, and you guys, it is so addictive, especially to someone like me, because I followed the story previously, and so to see it like expanded in a Netflix sort of like series is really cool for me. But it's just, it like hooks you in and you just want to know more and more and more. It's kind of like serial podcast, that kind of thing. You get hooked on it. I don't know if you guys know, but I fall asleep every single night watching a Dateline because something about Keith Morrison's voice like just puts me right to sleep. Like, if I ever die, just put the word out that if I'm murdered, this is weird. I'm getting weird now. But if I ever die and perhaps I am murdered, don't murder me, but if I am, and it's a mystery, I really want Keith Morrison to narrate my mystery on Dateline. Okay, so there's that. I'm just gonna put that right on out there for you. I love Dateline. I love that. If you're someone who's into like the whole, you know, Dateline 2020 type things or 48 Hours Mystery, you will love that. So look it up, Making a Murderer, and it is on Netflix. Okay, this is a big drugstore week for me. I tried a bunch of different products. This is something that I did a review on earlier in the week. I had previously tried this. This is the new Maybelline Dream Velvet Matte Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation. You guys, if you have dry skin and you really like a matte finish, this is a medium coverage foundation. I will link the review and demo that I did down below, but I really like the way that this looks on the skin and it wears on the skin. It doesn't cling to dry patches, and I really do feel like it gives constant hydration. It's not the longest wearing foundation that I've ever found, but I do think it's a great alternative for a really nice soft matte look while still hydrating the skin. So definitely check this out. That was a winner recently. Another product that I know I haven't talked about yet, but I've been loving is this is a new blush from Covergirl. So Covergirl recently released a few blushes. I think this one, I think I tore the tag off, but I think this one was called like Rosy Pink. But they came out with a few new blushes. This one is so pretty. So it has like the pink around the edge, and I think there was like a coral color. I'm not quite sure, but it reminds me a lot of the Laura Geller mineral blushes that I talked about last week. This doesn't remind me of that specific color, just the kind of marbling in it. So this is really a great and beautiful color. It wears really nicely. I've been loving it. I'm wearing it today. It's just a really pretty pink color. It's almost like a dusty pink. I wouldn't say that this really has a sheen, but it's not. I would call it like a satin matte finish. It's just a really beautiful, wearable, everyday pink color because it does have the veining of the peach in it. So I think it makes it just like a very nice neutral shade. So I've really been liking these. They're a touch powdery, but I don't notice that when I apply them to the face. Like I find that they blend really nicely, and they just wear really nicely. So I really like this particular color, but I heard that the line has been tested by several people that I've watched. I've heard a lot of people talk about these, saying that they really like them as well. So I'm assuming that most of the colors in the line are pretty good, but I've just been really liking this pink one. Okay, next up for drugstore. I've been cleaning out my collection, throwing away old makeup, and then really just, I was gonna do a decluttering series, but I kept putting it off doing the decluttering series. I kept putting off cleaning and decluttering and organizing for a makeup collection video because I was like, oh, I'm gonna do a decluttering series. Finally, I was just like, you know what? It's the new year. I am already in the process of decluttering my entire house and getting rid of so much stuff. Jewelry, clothes, shoes, hats, purses, like everything. I am just like cutthroat. My kids' toys, like we're just getting rid of so much stuff. And it's a long process, so I thought, why not just do my makeup while I was at it? So instead of doing like a decluttering series, I'm just gonna do a full makeup collection when I'm done. To make a short story long, I discovered some products that I hadn't been using in a while, and one of them were the NYX Butter Glosses. This color in Fortune Cookie I pulled out to start wearing. This made the cut to keep. I would have kept all of the butter glosses, but a couple of the shades that I had I got when they first came out, and so some of them smelled funky and I had to throw them away. I love the NYX Butter Glosses, and I think they have a great color selection. But this one in Fortune Cookie is a beautiful, neutral, like very, very nice nude color. I love it over really nude lipsticks if you're going for a deep smoky eye and then you want to do like a nude lip. I am wearing it today with, wearing Tootsie lip liner from ColourPop, and then I have this on top of it in Fortune Cookie. So it's just a really beautiful, like I said, peachy, but I would say it's like a peachy cream nude shade, and I just like it topped. These smell so good, like cake, like a really sweet vanilla cake, so I love them. If you haven't tried any NYX Butter Glosses, definitely pick some up, but I really like Fortune Cookie for a nice glossy and neutral color as a topper. Okay, last thing up is an eyeshadow palette that I have been using a ton recently. I wore it in my last Friday video. I'm wearing it in this video. Just a different look. Last video was a very cool tone look, which I got a lot of requests to do a tutorial on, which I will. Using the new NARS Narsissist palette. I love this palette. It is just a really beautiful palette. They did send this to me. Thank you so much to NARS for sending this to me. But it has so many, let me zoom in really quickly. It has so many really beautiful shades. It has cool tone, it has some warm shades. Overall, I'll show you the shades that I used to create this look, but I really, really love the fact that, I don't know, the shades, NARS eyeshadows sometimes don't swatch the best for me, but they apply so beautifully on the eyes. I just love the color selection in this palette. I think it's a really great palette. So let me zoom in and show you some of the colors. Okay, so this color right here, I have this color right here all over my lid. It's just a really beautiful like champagne color. And then I mixed this color right here. Now on the website, they do have names. This one reminds me of Max Nylon. It's just a really beautiful, great inner corner highlight. I do have that on my inner corner right now. So, so pretty. It's like a white gold. And this one has a little bit more peach to it. These two shades are really, really nice all over the lid just to brighten things up in the inner corner on the brow bone. And then I have a combination of these two right here on the outer corner, and then I have this shade right here in my crease, and this reminds me of MAC's Quarry eyeshadow or Tease from Urban Decay. It's just a really nice cool tone, neutral, really, really, I mean, you can't even see that right there, but it makes a great transition shade. It's just a very pretty cool tone with like a taupey purple. And then this shade right here, let me find a finger. This color right here is just a really pretty taupey-ish. It has like a sheen to it. I love it. So I have that mixed with, this is like almost like an off black shade. I have those two mixed in my outer corner. I love these eyeshadows and I really love this palette. I love the fact that it comes with this pop of blue color and then this almost like, what is this? How would I describe this? This is almost like a slatey, light bluish. Looks really, really pretty on. It has a gold, and then these darker, like more gray tone colors. So this palette is a definite hit for me. Like I said, I've been wearing it a ton recently, and I love the way the shadows apply to my eyes. They blend perfectly. So I will do that cool tone look that I had on last week, and I don't know if you guys would want me to recreate this look as well with the palette, but it's another alternative, another option, like, and I think they're totally different because the last look was a lot more like gray, smoky. This one is just, I think it's a little bit more natural, especially if you don't add the lashes. These are House of Lashes iconic lashes, and if I didn't add these, it would be definitely like an everyday look. So, well, at least in my book it would be. Well, that is it for my Friday favorites and flops. I didn't really have a huge flop this week. I didn't really have a flop. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, leave your favorites down below. And if you guys watch Making a Murderer, let me know because I'm curious what you guys think down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.